Back with another one talking about will Jake Paul defeat Gervonta Davis? What do you all truly believe? Do you believe Jake Paul is going to really pull this off and literally knock out, arguably pound for pound, one of the best boxers today? Skill for skill, libra por libra, golpe a golpe. I'm gonna wait on y'all to come into the room, file into the room, and y'all be the judge. Y'all let me know what you all believe is gonna happen. Because, like I said, I truly believe Jake Paul has skill, but he doesn't have skills, meaning he's not multifaceted. He's not this guy who can really put in all this different work with up and down jab consistently. I don't believe he can do really good up jabs consistently. I don't think his double jab is that, accurate. I don't believe his overhand right is gonna be that amazing when it comes to what I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis's skills is with defense. Does Gervonta Tank Davis get hit? Sure, he gets hit, of course. But I still believe Gervonta Tank Davis's worst is better than Jake Paul's best. That's what I truly believe. So at the end of the day, when all the smoke is clear and the dust is settled, I believe Gervonta Tank Davis will come out on top. I just don't believe he's gonna lose his undefeated record to a damn YouTuber. Like, otherwise, that's selling out to me. I made a video about this just not too long ago. But at the same time, I want you all to know that boxing is more than just entertainment and a clown show. Boxing is about entertainment, sure, but it's the art of hit and not be hit. It's about the double jabs. It's about getting out the clinch and letting your hands go, or the referee telling you one arm free, you can punch, you can still punch. Seeing somebody's heart when they get knocked down. What's up with it, Connor High? What up? Y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button when you come in. Hit that bell notification icon so you can get all my boxing news analysis and updates. Like I told y'all before, boxing is about power. It's about skill. It's about ring generalship. It's about distance, range control. It's about control. And I just can't see Gervonta Tank Davis holding back on his punches, even though he did act a clown when he fought Lamont Roach. That wasn't fun to watch. Y'all hit that like button for me if you in the chat. If you in the chat, put a 1 in the chat. For the people that's in the chat right now, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you here. Let's talk some boxing. Do you need to be fast to box? Kind of, not necessarily, but I would prefer it. I would prefer you be fast. Skills pay the bills, and if you fast and you got good agility and you know how to dart in and out and throw punches, all together with rhythm, you know how to break rhythm. Oh yeah, you dangerous. Very, very dangerous. But your heart has to be in it. Boxing is nothing to play with. Boxing is not for the faint of heart. You have to really have your wits about yourself. Your soul has to be in the right place. You have to truly believe that you are that one. When you get in that ring, it's lonely. It's just you and the other person. Your coach can't save you. Nobody can save you unless they throw the towel in for you. And even then, you still ain't safe, because when you go home, now you ain't just battling your people. You ain't just battling your city. You battling the whole world. Because now you got to shut down your social media because they going to clown you after you lose. So boxing is very emotional. It's about being able to master your emotions. That's why boxers are so much different than those who fight in street fights. A lot of street fights is a lot of emotion, yelling, screaming, breathing hard, getting tired after 2 minutes, and people just not having they wits about themselves. But if you stoic, then you're a boxer. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, I do boxing training. Absolutely, Connor. I do consultations. You can go to Anfresh on TikTok or you can go to Anfresh on Instagram. And I do all my serious inquiries there. All serious inquiries in my TikTok and Instagram. If you ever want to donate to my Cash App as well, because people asked about that in my last live, is $ANTPHRESSH. That's ANTPHRESSH is the Cash App. But like I was saying before, Gervonta Tank Davis is an excellent fighter. He has good darting in and out skills. He has good jabs up and down, like what he did with Ryan Garcia. And he knows how to set traps. He sets excellent traps. And he punches very, very hard with that overhand left or the straight left hand. His right hooks are a beast too when he jumps in with them. And he has great timing. I mean, excellent timing. So it's just going to be very, very difficult for Jake Paul to time Gervonta Davis. And then Gervonta Davis using his short technique of ducking under shots, it's just not going to look good, Jake Paul trying to land shots on a smaller guy. But I believe it's a big target. And Jake's big ass head, Gervonta's going to be hitting that big head doing the Pacquiao style, if he's smart, darting in and out all night long. Now, the funny part is I can't see Gervonta Tank Davis holding Jake Paul because he's not strong enough to hold him. His body is just not made tall enough or wide enough to hold him, and it'd be effective unless Jake Paul allows him to hold him. That's something that people don't understand. So if you're in the chat, I appreciate you putting W. W's in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you in the chat right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you're in the chat right now. We are talking boxing, and will Jake Paul defeat the great, the excellent Gervonta Tank Davis? That's what we're here to discuss. This is Dragon Ball Z, Goku versus Vegeta type of shit right now, okay? There's some craziness. There's some Super Saiyan level 2, level 3 shit right now, So getting back to you all about boxing. Boxing is about going through endurance, building up your endurance, building up your tolerance for pain. That's what boxing's all about. Can you get through the storm? Can you get through the rain? Can you go through all the hardship? And then by the time you get in there, it's time to perform. It's time to shine. You shouldn't have no more jitters. You've done all the work you could do for 8 to 12 weeks. It's time to entertain. And I'm telling you, okay, you'll be back later. I appreciate that, Jack. Gervonta Tank Davis is one of those special one-in-a-lifetime fighters. You'll very rarely see another fighter have the impact, the cultural impact that Gervonta Tank Davis had. It's just very hard to find. So that's why I'm taking it like, come on, man, you gonna, succumb to yourself as fighting Jake Paul when you know he's gonna have it in the contract? You know he's gonna have it in the contract that he don't want you to knock him out. Maybe he's only gonna get 100 mil instead of 200 mil if he knocks him out. But I would want to be able to sleep at night. Yes, I want my family secure. I want the bag. I want generational wealth, blah, blah, blah. Of course. But like Tupac said, the nigga said, I made a G today, but he said, shit, but you made it in a sleazy way. He said, Tupac said, shit, you selling crack to the kids. He said, well, shit, I got to get paid. And that's the way it is. Like 25 years later, there's not a truer song than that. Like that shit is so real. Like, well, 30 years later, I should say. That song Changes is very, very real because people don't want to change unless it benefits them monetarily, you know? I can't be mad at that because we all gotta, you know, do what we gotta do to survive in this world, you know, and to thrive in this world. But like I said, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna be here for another 20 minutes and then I'm gonna bounce if the crowd is nice and full, you know what I'm saying? My supporters and my fans and everybody staying focused on the sport of boxing and we talking boxing talk and the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs, the X's and O's, then I'll rock with y'all. But if it's not that, then I can't do it. And hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. Boxing is the theater of the unexpected. Boxing is chess, not checkers. Simple-minded people think it's checkers. Boxing is chess all day long. Can you stay 2 to 3 steps ahead of your opponent? Can you master the art of distance early? Can you understand range without throwing a meaningful punch for 2 rounds? Can you understand your mid-range game by setting it up with the jab and setting it up with balanced feints? Not overcommitting, but not undercommitting, just right. Finding that right recipe and just being just right with what you're doing. Are you putting work into the body, which is key for Gervonta Tank Davis? Go to the bread basket of Jake Paul, because Jake Paul never is very ripped down there in the stomach area. If you smart, attack the bread basket, man. You know, he's a rich man. I'm sure he likes to eat good. I ain't mad at him, but that stomach always looks pretty soft. So the game plan for Gervonta Tank Davis is to box circles around him and definitely go to the body early and often. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and you hit that subscribe button as you come in. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as you come in. You know, like I said before, boxing is a fun sport. It really is. You know, you learn so much about who you are as a person. You learn so much about what you can handle and what you can't. And it's going to teach you early. I mean, very, very early. What you can handle, what you can't. What you're good at. All of that. You know, how you do under pressure. Because at the end of the day, you can't run from who you are when you boxing. That's what makes boxing so beautiful. Yep, you cannot run from who you are in the sport of boxing. So if you in the chat, make sure you hit that, put a 1 in the chat. If you in the chat, put a 1 in the chat, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Jake Paul is gonna need some excellent boxing skills to defeat Gervonta Tank Davis. Like I said, unless it's in the cards for him to lose, you know. That's what people don't understand. If it's in the cards for him to lose, then he gonna lose. It is what it is. You know, ain't nothing you could do about it. If Gervonta Davis has his mind made up that he ain't gonna follow the script and he start landing bombs on Jake Paul and knock him out, then there you go. But if he really thinking, shit, if I knock him out, if I hurt him, or even if I win the fight, I probably ain't gonna get my money all the way, he gonna take the money, man. He at the twilight, the end of his career. He don't want to fight long term no more. I think Gervonta want to get out of boxing. I think his love for the sport is no more. It's just no more. Some people it just ain't there, you know. It just is not there no more. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. If you just coming into the room, you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We here talking boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. Will Jake Paul pull it off? If you got money on Jake Paul, put a 1 in the chat. If you got money on Jake Paul, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know who you picking, man. Do you think Jake Paul is going to keep his jab consistent all night long and make it hard for Gervonta Tank Davis to put up with what he got going on, what he dishing out? You know, can he sustain himself? Or will it be a counterpunch show for Gervonta Tank Davis? Will he show him that there's levels to this shit and you should not be playing with boxing because you don't play boxing? You understand what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. The message held for review. It's rigged. The fuck is one. Everything is just to prove. What up, Connor? Make sure you hit that like button, Connor. Hit that subscribe button. Mara Grow 617 says, just prove entertainment purpose is not real boxing. I agree. Mara Grow 617. I agree. I'm allow that comment to do his thing, you know. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. If you in the chat, put a 1 in the chat. Sorry, text clear. Nah, you cool. Just make sure you hit that like button. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to subscribe to the channel. If you have subscribed to the channel, put a 1 in the chat. For those who have subscribed to the channel, put a 1 in the chat. But like I said, we here to talk boxing. We here to talk combat sports. We here to talk fight, the fight game, psychology, understanding the philosophy behind what you're doing. You have to be the best. Otherwise, you shouldn't be in there. Jake Paul has an ego. Gervonta Tank Davis has an ego. But it ain't just about your ego. Skills pay the bills all day long. It don't matter how good you think you are until you get cracked. I see Jax, you back. What up, Jax? What up, Jax? How long have you been boxing? I've been boxing for over 15 years of my life. This sport is my life. Half of my life has been boxing. Boxing is everything. What up, bro? Jax, if you want to donate to the chat, bro, the chat, like I said, the Cash App is $ANTPHRESSH. I had people in my last live ask me what my Cash App was. Is $ANTPHRESSH. I appreciate y'all that's been donating, been supporting me, been holding me down for years. You know, I really appreciate it. But getting back to the video, man, Jake Paul does have a chance to win because he's the taller, bigger guy. All he got to do is throw a big overhand right or a left hook, and he really can do some damage, you know. Jake Paul definitely can win this fight, but Jake Paul's going to have to be on top of his game, and money talks, bullshit walks. People you never know thought would sell out. Man, I know, man. Mara Grow, I know. And Mara Grow, you a woman. Are you a woman or a man? That name sounds like a woman named Mara, but it might be a man. Are you a woman or a man? I want to make sure I'm addressing you correctly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no confusion. But like I was saying, boxing is the theater of the unexpected. Boxing is about, you know, entertainment, but it's about honor too. And I believe a lot of people, if they don't have no pride or no honor no more, man, I think Jake will win. I think Jake might win too, man, because it's power and money, man. You putting up 200 million, you probably whispering to Gervonta, hey, man, make me look good. Come on, man, I'm paying you 200 million. Come on, bro. Oh, okay, you said, man, okay, I appreciate that. What up with it? Nuh-uh, or nuh-ooh. What's E? What that mean? You make sure you coming into the chat. You can't just sneak in the chat. You gotta hit that like button. Or nah. Make sure you hit that like button. No, don't just keep putting E. You make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. That's what you can do. Cause I'm about to make Mari go a mod in a second. Matter of fact, that's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do. We got a new moderator. They earn their spot. You a manager moderator, man. I don't know. Nuh-uh about to get his ass booted. That's what's about to happen. You got one more time to say E, and I'm gonna have my moderators get you the fuck up out of here. You need to respect the chat. Do you understand? You need to respect the chat. Nobody gonna keep playing with you. Booted, but I like the strength. No, but you gotta respect the chat. You keep putting E. What the fuck is E? Are you watching some anime? I love anime, but what are you doing? You gotta understand what you're doing. If you come into this chat, you gotta respect the people in the chat, man. No, I'm fine. I'm very, hey man, I'm a very militant type of dude. I don't play no games. I'm not mad at all. I have control of my emotions, you know. And I know people come in here to troll. They don't know me like this. So some people come in here just to troll. I get it. I understand. You know, this ain't my first rodeo being on YouTube or being on Twitch or any of that, you know. I got several accounts. But getting back to it, man, I want you all to make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon, so you can get all my boxing news analysis and updates. Yes, I am at heart a good guy, but I can easily be a bad boy or a bad guy because I have what is called duality. I'm not one of them people who is black and white with how I move. I move accordingly to how you treat me. You treat me good, I treat you better. You treat me like shit, I put you in the dirt. It's real simple. That's my philosophy. It's really, really, really simple. But let's get less about me and more about boxing. So with Jake Paul, I believe Jake Paul is gonna do well. He's training real hard. He's getting better fight after fight. But at the end of the day, there's just too much playing around with boxing that I believe Jake Paul is doing. And having all these MMA fighters, veteran MMA fighters who are already on their last leg, they're in the twilight, the fourth quarter of their life, it just makes no sense, you know? Okay, you put a teddy bear in there. I'm gonna have to get you out the paint. Sorry. This is no time for a teddy bear. Sorry. Gotta go. No sorry, actually. I'm not sorry. So anyways, let's stay focused, Connor, and everybody else who's still in the chat. Boxing is about understanding your potential and maximizing your potential once you understand your potential. Getting the right trainer, like he did with Calvin Ford, that being Gervonta Davis, and just making the best out of his career, being the best that he can be, you know. What are your other questions about boxing, Connor? I will answer any questions that you have about boxing. Any question that you have about boxing, I got you. Any questions, just let me know. I'm here to serve you, the boxing fan. As much knowledge and information possible that I can give. Who is your favorite boxer? Ruku, what up? Rook. My favorite boxer of all time, Miguel Angel Cotto, because of his heart, big cortisone, and Juan Manuel Marquez. Those are my guys, man. You talking about my favorite boxer today? It's Terrence Crawford because he got that dog in him, man. It's Terrence all day long. I got Terrence beating Canelo, man. But that's a video and a topic for another day. Who is your favorite boxer, Rook? Great question. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, Rook. You're a new face to the channel. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you are in the chat right now, put a 1 in the chat. If you're in the chat, put a 1 in the chat. W's in the chat. 1's in the chat. How do I start getting into boxing? Connor said. You need to first go to your local gym. But before you even go to a local gym, you need to hit the track and start running. You need to start jogging and start running. Do at least 2 to 3 miles every day for a whole month because you need to be able to be in shape. Number 2, you need to be moving laterally. You need to be moving laterally with your feet for 3 minutes straight. If you could do that, that's just step number 1. Step number 2, you need to start jump roping for endurance. Work on your footwork. Do different variations of footwork. Number 3, you need to be eating correctly. It don't matter how much you train if you're not eating correctly. You must eat carbs, you must eat meat, and you must eat fruits and vegetables. Lay off the sugar, lay off the artificial shit. Now, last but not least, you need to work on your punching power. You can do that in a variation of ways. You can work on medicine ball throws, and you can work on putting weights inside of your hand and shadow boxing. You want to learn what's your rhythm when you shadow box. That's why shadow boxing is so important. Learning punch placement, you could do that on the heavy bag. And then if you want to work on accuracy, you get on the double end bag and the speed bag. Speed bag has different variations of accuracy and also working on your hand-eye coordination and brain. It helps you with your brain, understanding speed and dynamics. I played soccer my entire life. Good. Okay, so you're already in shape. W's in the chat. I'm a Bud fan too, but my favorite is Lennox Lewis. Tell me why Lennox Lewis was your favorite fighter. I'm here to learn. Why was Lennox? He was an awesome heavyweight, one of the best heavyweights, if not the best heavyweight of all time. Definitely in the top 3. A lot of people forget about him, but he knocked out some of the best people in his generation. So that's just what I believe. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to London. Shout out to Yorkshire. Shout out to Yorkshire. So, yeah. Boxing in London is booming. Shout out to Eddie Hearn. Shout out to Eddie Hearn for making boxing such a big global thing in the Western Europe states, as I should call them. Western Europe countries, I should say, to be exact. And shout out to everybody who's made Eastern European boxing such a big thing. They've been coming over here dominating. Style of boxing, distance, and a jab. Yeah, I agree. Distance and a jab is real simple. Boxing ain't got to be complicated. Boxing ain't got to be Lomachenko every 5 seconds, He was a very complicated boxer. Make sure that you all, if you ever decide to go to a boxing gym, have your mental correct and be ready to spar, be ready to learn, and be ready to take direction. Because if you think you know it all, they're going to put you in there and you're going to get hurt. You're going to get your ass whooped. I need y'all to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We here. We are here. We are here. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification icon so you can get all my boxing news analysis and updates. Because you guys have been in the chat and you guys have been engaging, I'm going to go another 15 minutes. I usually do 30-minute videos, but you guys have been so awesome. We're going to continue this on. We're going to continue. Rapido. I appreciate y'all that appreciate me. You know, like I told you, you treat me good, I treat you better. You treat me bad, I treat you worse. So, and like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the sport of boxing, I can answer and fulfill pretty much any void that you all have in your mind about the sport of boxing or just the fight game in general. Who do you think will win? Will Canelo and Crawford? I believe Canelo has a great chance of winning because he has speed, athleticism. He has great ring IQ. If I was to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, he's a 9. As a boxer, that's very, very high for me. To rate somebody a 9 when it comes to skill. He's an excellent counterpuncher, and I think Terrence has quite the task ahead of him. And I believe that Crawford's going to win and pull it off. I don't know how. I don't know if he's going to go the Beevil route and try to blast him out with power and knock him out with a shot he don't see coming, because he does have the speed to do that. But who knows if he'll have the speed that he had at 154 and 147 and 140, because he's going up in so much weight. So I'm rooting for Bud. I always like a good underdog. Who don't? So we'll see. We'll see. I believe Bud does have all the intangibles. I've been watching his videos on YouTube that he has going on, like a 24/7 type of series. You can go to the Terrence Crawford channel to check that out, the Team Crawford channel on YouTube. And it's quite a treat for those who like to see behind the scenes of the fighters training. So, and just living with their family and friends and, you know, their peer group, their comrades. Very, very good conversation. Good job, chat. Good job, chat. Very, very good conversation. I appreciate your insight, brother. No, I appreciate you, Ruik. Man, we here to bounce ideas off each other. We here to hear different opinions. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. You're dealing with a very, very high intellectual when it comes to the cerebralness of the sport of boxing, when it comes to fight game, period. So, no, I appreciate you, man. Anybody who takes out the time to give their time to me, I appreciate you, period. It doesn't go without saying. So, boxing is also about adjustability. A lot of people do not talk and speak about adjustability enough, and I will always be that person to fill that void when it comes to the ability to adjust, because you can be winning the whole fight, cough, cough, Jermaine Taylor, you know, whooping that guy's ass, whooping Kelly Pavlik's ass, and then Kelly Pavlik makes up his mind he don't want to get his ass whooped no more, and he started putting belt to ass, and then you get knocked the fuck out because you blew your load. You fall and throw your punches, and then you get tired, and then you get knocked out. So boxing is about timing. It's about distance. It's about brain power, stand power. It's about intelligence. It's about, are you doing what you need to do round after round? Are you pacing yourself? Like Nipsey Hussle said, long live Nipsey Hussle. He had a birthday not too long ago. Fellow Leo like myself. He said you need to pace yourself because you could overdose, not on drugs, but the life you chose. And that's so true. Like whatever steps you taking, you need to be able to understand what you're doing and be an expert at what you do. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to understand that the theater of the unexpected is always knocking at your front door when you're boxing, because you got 3 minutes to get it right for 12 rounds. You know? That's why having a various attack of jabs, up and down jabs, stab jabs, just being highly intelligent with how you move and how you groove, and just the confidence in your style, understanding that your style is everything, and being able to adjust your style according to the opponent that you have is very important. It's very impactful. That's why the few like Andre Ward retired undefeated. Floyd Money Mayweather retired undefeated. These people understood the sport of boxing and mastered it at a high level. and they didn't take no for an answer. And that's how you have to be. Boxing is about being at your best each and every time, even when you don't feel like it. Because you're going to have times where you don't feel like it. You're going to have times where you're just not feeling it. But you still got to get in there and climb in them ropes and perform. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be the best that you can be. You got to be the best that you can be, man. And you can't make excuses. Excuses is for suckers. Excuses is for losers. It's for suckers, you know? Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We got another 10 minutes, man, and I'm gone. So if you have any closing comments, questions, or concerns, do it now. Questions, comments, or concerns, do it now. Do it now. I've been streaming for about going on 2 hours now so far. And streaming is fun, man. I love engaging with my audience. I love teaching. I'm a teacher by nature. And I like good students. I like students that can become the teacher themselves and have a great plethora of knowledge. Is very important. So great questions, Connor. Excellent questions. You've been cooking today, man. You've been on fire, man. You've been on fire. Definitely been cooking with the comments. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. And like I said, y'all didn't have to be rocking with me, man. Y'all could be watching your favorite Netflix show, your favorite TV show. You could be, watching reruns of this and that. Watching Spider-Man. You could be watching X-Men. Epo. So I appreciate y'all, man. You be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. If you're new to the chat, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and engage in the comment section below. That's what we do. We don't just stare at the screen. You come here to engage. You come here to learn, and you come here to grow. If you come here to troll, I got moderators that will kick your ass to the curb faster than a rabbit gets fucked. Let me say it again. You come in here trolling, I will have my moderators kick you to the curb faster than a rabbit gets fucked. So please behave in the chat. Please behave in the chat. And I haven't had too many trolls today. It's been very peaceful, very cool, and just very laid back. And that's how I like it. And finally, YouTube showing me love again. They ain't hiding my videos. They ain't shadow banning me and doing me dirty. I appreciate that, YouTube. Y'all ain't doing me dirty no more. Y'all actually showing love. What happened to the E guy? Nah, I had to cancel this fucking contract. Connor, that's what happened. I had to cancel this fucking contract. Yeah, I don't do well with people playing on my intelligence. You play on my intelligence, it's only so much that I can do with that. So, you get what's coming to you, You get what's coming to you. I come in peace until my peace is disturbed. Always remember that. Come in peace until my peace is disturbed. But we got 5 minutes, so I'm going to let y'all know that I will be making more videos to come. I will be going live way more, so be on the lookout. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do go ahead and hit that bell notification icon so you can get all my boxing news analysis and updates. If you want to donate to the channel and you see the potential of this channel growing, my Cash App is $ANTPHRESSH. That's $ANTPHRESSH. Thank you for those who have been donating today. Thank you for those who have been donating in the past. Everything contributes to the tripods, the new things that I'm doing to upgrade my channel and put it on an even higher level than it is currently. So boxing is a beautiful sport. Never stop watching this sport, despite what's going on with the dog and pony shows and the YouTube fights and all the sideshow Bob shot, type of fights that we have going on. There's still high-ranking boxing, high-level boxing with the best versus the best. Thank God we got Turkey Al-Sheikh here. I don't know what we would do if we didn't have him. We'll be fucked. So thank God for Turkey Al-Sheikh and him making the best fight the best and putting them in a position where they can't refuse. That's pretty much what I have to say about the state of boxing. And where, as long as we, every couple months put on shows where the best is fighting the best, no matter what weight class it is, that's how you keep the sport going. Do you think WWE is fake? Today, sure. Do I think that the moves are fake? No, because you still have to pick somebody up and slam them on the ground. Despite how it may look, it's still a slam. It's still impact. It's still power. Power bombs, elbows from the top rope. Everything takes its toll after a while. So I would say it is, but it ain't at the same time. Now, was it as real as it was in the 90s? Hell no. 90s was a different beast. Early 2000s was a different beast. You had to be there to see it. Raw is War, on Mondays and Sundays, WWF on Sundays was amazing. You had SmackDown on Thursdays with The Rock. I mean, it was a hell of a thing, man. You had to be there. Hell in a Cell matches. You had Mankind is a God. Rocky doesn't suck. You suck. You had those type of chants and things going on. You had Stone Cold Steve Austin kicking ass, slamming beer cans together and calling names. Man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Man, we talking some good game right now. W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Some W's in the chat, man. Let's get it. W's in the chat. Yeah, appreciate it. Connor, one thing about Connor gonna show love now. I appreciate you, Connor. Boy, one thing I know about you, you gonna show love in the club. Shit. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, if you want to get into boxing, man, make sure that you first make sure it's something that you want to do. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. New people that just came into the chat, hit that like button and subscribe, baby. You got anything to add to the video with Gervonta Tank Davis and Jake Paul? Do you believe Jake Paul is going to beat and defeat Gervonta Tank Davis? Let me know in the chat. Connor, you and I already gave your take, so you cool, man. But any of the new people that just came in, y'all can go ahead. Y'all can go ahead. But no, I appreciate you, Connor too. Hey man, did you hit me up in the Cash App? Because it say I got a ding from somebody. Was that you that it donated in the Cash App, Connor? I'm just making sure it was you or not, man. So okay. Yeah, okay. I was just making sure because I was about to say shit. If you did, make sure you like I said, only $5 to $10. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta give me a whole lot. $5 to $10. That's it. That is it, man. Cause I do this for y'all, man. I giving y'all free game, good information that a lot of people not teaching on here. So I appreciate everybody that show love. 'Cause that's what it's all about. Got like 10 more minutes left, man. So with these last 10 minutes, y'all can go ahead and, say whatever y'all want to say. I appreciate you, Connor. Go ahead and have a good one, man. I appreciate you participating in the chat. Yep, I appreciate you participating in the chat for sure. Connor, my next stream will be probably in the next hour. If I don't have to do anything, or then yeah, probably in the next hour or so. Y'all just make sure y'all stay dialed in. If you hit that bell notification icon, then you'll know when I'm going live. You will definitely know when I'm going live. If I appreciate y'all, man. But I get to y'all more boxing news analysis and updates. Thank you once again for everybody who participated. W's in the chat. Let's go.